Yeah. Now let's talk about this in regards to Black America. You know, I was watching a video from Kid Organic earlier, and he was talking about how the Black American women are complicit with a lot of issues in Black America due to them being staunch Democrats, and how Democrats have no agenda, don't want an agenda for Black men, but Black men are made to suffer because of that. And this is a reason why. This is what happens to a lot of Black men. And this is why you have a lot of women this way, because of the deals that they made in the name of democracy. Now, we have a lot of women who don't want a man in the house. They want your penis. They want your seed, because your seed brings them benefits. Think about this, y'all. It don't sound crazy, do it? Think about it. As a Black American man, does this sound crazy to you? You always wonder, is it just promiscuity that a lot of these Black American women have? No, it's not just that. It's promiscuity in the face of knowing that they are going to be all right if they support democracy, Democrats. And I'm not even a Republican. I'm pretty much neutral. I'm staying out of this right now, seriously, until somebody has a clear meet of demands for Black men, because Black heterosexual men, we got no leg to stand on in America. Everybody wants us for something, you know, but then they don't need us. Only when there's a issue at hand that they can blame on us is when you hear our names. Oh, I want a man to take charge. I want a man to build. What do you listen to? You haven't wanted a Black man to really build anything since Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's be honest. When that all went down, when they were massacring Black American people who had self-sufficient neighborhoods, towns throughout America, when they was burning it down because they didn't like us having power, guess who swept in to make everything A-okay? The government, all right? And a lot of Black women forsook the Black nuclear family. They did. So you have these women who know they can sleep with multiple men, be impregnated by multiple men, and be okay because they got the court system on their side. They have the Democrats backing them up. And if a Black heterosexual man had more of a voice, none of this will be happening. None of it will be happening. Oh, and let's not forget Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood, the queen of eugenics, who a lot of these white supremacists looked up to. They put this in place to control initially everybody, but then they became homed in on the Black population. More than anything, since the late 60s to early 70s. The abortions speak for themselves. They speak for themselves, the numbers of abortions. And while you got women who got this luxury, once again, I'll say it, to feel like they can just have whatever babies they want with whoever they want. And it's all taken care of. It's all on the bill. Put it on the tab. Black men don't have the luxury like that. You know how hard a Black man got to work? There's no single Black fathers out there at the level that there's single Black women. There's not. You got one guy in the neighborhood who got a whole boatload of children, by a whole bunch of other women, and all these women are pregnant by this one guy, and or had children by this one guy, and then they looking at all of us like we ain't ish because we don't want to pick up the tab. Who wants to pick up the tab? This is why these women have put themselves into purgatory. And when I say purgatory, it's because if no man wants to do what the government's doing for you, you think very little of him. Okay? But then again, you don't have qualities and you're irresponsible with what you do with your reproductive traits and organs and all that stuff. You're very irresponsible with that. So you're either getting your insides scraped out or you're having a child for another paycheck. Yes, for another paycheck. And my friend Mario just sent me a message talking about how a lot of these women also do it for the simple fact that a lot of them have this cosmetically challenged angle they come from, and because they're pregnant, they make it their duty to rub that in fly women's faces. And when I say fly women, I'm talking about women who are more attractive than them. Oh, I got a baby. Somebody wants to sleep with this. Yes, there's plenty of men out there who don't have any standards. And then there's a fraction of men out there who think you look good because you are their preference. But let's be honest with ourselves here. Most of the time it's because the woman is an easy lay. Yes, it's an easy lay. And this is not me saying, oh, well, guy, he got to, he's just doing what he got to do is biological imperative. No. A lot of guys need to change this too. It starts with both of us. Stop sleeping with these women like this and impregnating them. And it's a crazy tactic that they use to shame single black men who don't have any children. I'm 42 years old and I refuse to just have children by anybody. I made some mistakes when I was younger and there was never any children from that. And I wised up from that. Yes, my girlfriend couldn't carry the term. My girlfriend before that decided not to keep the child. Back when I was in my 20s, she decided not to keep the child. Then my girlfriend, the girlfriend I had in my 30s, just couldn't carry the term. And I felt like I dodged the bullet from that. And did I tempt fate? Did I keep going out there trying to shoot up women's clubs? No, I didn't. I'm thinking like, you know what? There's something out there for me, and I dodged the bullet because these relationships didn't work out. That's why the woman I'm currently with, we're not trying to have children. We're not trying to have children. We're being very careful about it. Both of us. As careful we can be. But we don't want children. A lot of these women out here have not learned. My girlfriend was married previously. She don't want to get married again. I'm fine with that. I'm not rushing that. I don't want that. And I don't want children from her. And I'm not going to force her to have children. She's 42, just like me. The complications are there. If I wanted to have a child at this point, I would go out and find a female who has less likely reasons to have health complications. What I'm saying is, you got more health complications and the chance of your child being born with a birth defect or a mental issue is very high the older you get. Unless you're really keeping yourself in very good shape. Like your diet has to be impeccable. Your health condition has to be great. There's freaks of natures out there who've had healthy children at a later age. But this is Black America we're talking about. This is Hispanic America even. My girlfriend is Dominican, so she's black and Hispanic. So, I know better. And a lot of people ain't ready to have that conversation. when it comes to why black men and women aren't getting married as much. Because black women are beating more black men to having children by men they shouldn't be having children by. Not husbands. Men that they just let smash. Men they just ran up in them Kojak because he got some good D. And they end up with a baby by him. Because you are in such a D haze, such a dick haze, you don't realize what you're doing. And yes, men have gotten into pussy haze too. I've talked about it before. Hell, we've all been through it. You come out of it smarter if you want to learn something, but a lot of people don't want to learn. And that's my problem with a lot of this. So a lot of these women can just move on and get impregnated again and again and again, and hopefully think they can land on that guy who just looks at all other children she had before they had their child together, and everything's supposed to be just a loving family. I feel sorry for the children that come before them. Why? Because if they're younger, they looking at their mom and they realizing like, damn, another kid? My mom ain't even married. The people I went to school with, that I go to school with, they got a mom and a dad. Even if they ain't married, it's like they've been together for so many years and they still live together. I gotta go and wait for my dad to come see me. He gotta come pick me up, and then I gotta listen to you argue with him. Like, you're setting these kids up for failure. And then that type of behavior normalizes the reason why there's not a lot of union between black men and women. Don't normalize this. We need to stop that. And damn it, I'm taking up the whole narrative that we have to clean shop. Yes, organic, you're right. We have to clean shop. We got to stop just settling for this because of skin folk reasons. Nothing's ever going to change if we don't. And these women just going to keep reproducing, disrespecting black men, disrespecting the children, raising them poorly because they feel they can do it on their own. And I'm just like, I don't want no parts of this. And if the legacy of Kareem Outlaw, aka Cause I'm a Fury, has to end with me, so be it. Cause I'm a Fury, I'm out. Peace.